Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Build Your Soul Vessel Retreat phone call. This is Kim Jeffs and Nancy Hudspeth from NC Center for Resiliency. Hope everybody's having a good night. We were just laughing right now because we couldn't tell if this was going on Facebook Live and Zoom. So bear with us as we get some of the electronic and IT details sorted. I will be the first to admit it is not my greatest strength, but I'm working on it, conquering my fears. So we wanted to start this evening. Nancy's going to do a little meditation for us to just kind of get settled, and as we begin our call tonight. So Nancy, I'll pass it on to you.
Thanks, Kim. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I hope to see you live soon. And Kim and I were just talking about how you're more than welcome to just call in if you don't want to be on video. We get that. We understand until you're a little bit more comfortable with us. But we think you'll feel that way pretty quickly. So I thought we would just kind of settle into our bodies a little bit. It's been here, it's 8 o'clock, 8:30 almost or something. And if you're in California or somewhere else in the world, you know, we're all having some really long days, so it's just a good time, or whatever time you're watching this, it's a good time if you're taking the minute to just settle in and kind of orient yourself to your space. And take a deep breath in. And close your eyes if that feels right for you as you exhale. Settle in, just notice. Just notice the temperature in the room. Notice things around you, if there's anything distracting you. Wonder if you can hear your heartbeat or feel that. Just notice yourself sitting, most likely, in a chair on the floor, and how that space is holding you. How the rest of you is resting, or are you braced somewhere in your jaw, or the back of your eyes, your shoulders, your belly, your hips. And if you are, there's reason for it, but perhaps just noticing can help you release right now. Breathing deeply. Exhaling and letting go. Just take a moment to consider your intention for now. For instance, my intention is just to connect and allow people to perhaps feel my energy and to find a safe space with me, with Kim. The most important thing in the world to me is connection. And so that's my intention in connecting with you. So when you consider that, you know, what might your intention be in the moment? Obviously, you were curious in calling in and kind of seeing who we are and what we have to offer. And then when we expand a sense of intention, what is your intention for tomorrow? What is your intention a little further out? What would be your intention in February in coming on a retreat with us? It feels like a long time out. And in order to kind of manifest our visions, our intentions help us to build that roadmap so that we can reach that vision and make it a reality. So my intention is to connect. So just consider what is yours tonight. Mhm. And allow that to just swirl around wherever that is in your body. Just notice where that might be, whatever that intention is. Curiosity, connection, something new, growing, thriving, healing. Let's take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, just allow yourself to envision where that sensation is of that intention in your body. Just notice that. And notice if your body would like to move that area at all. And those are the kinds of things that we hope that you'll share with us on the videos, in person, hopefully. We'll see. So as we kind of close this brief, just grounding space, I hope that you can use this when you wake up tomorrow, whatever intention you want to happen for tomorrow, and that you find value in that. Thanks.
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah.
I thought I came into the call grounded myself. And now I felt a shift. But yeah, I really appreciated that grounding exercise. I mean, I think that's, what getting away on a retreat is all about. It's leaving what's familiar to us and taking an inventory of our life and our purpose, our relationship to ourselves, and who we are to the world and our people in it. And the goal having it be to live an intentional life. And so, some of the programming we're going to talk about in later calls, but some of the programming that we'll be doing daily on the retreat is setting an intention for the day. And then reevaluating that at the end of the day and see if, we are in alignment with our intention, or do we need to change course and do things differently the next day. So that was just great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my intention for today, and definitely checking in with myself during the grounding exercise, was to really share with you my pure excitement and joy of having gone to the Amansala Retreat Center and Spa just a couple of weeks ago. So as some of you know, I went with my family. I went with my husband and my children to check out the resort to just make sure it was 100% legit and we were all going to get our needs met there. And to better be able to answer your questions, I know from running past retreats that participants have a lot of questions, especially if they're traveling internationally. And so I went to do my research of the area and the resort. And, I say oftentimes that photos, are better than what you might experience in person because, the marketing photos of this resort were just incredible when I got them. And it's very rare, I feel like, that then I go to a place and it's that beautiful, but it really was. It really, really was. So just to tell you a little bit about it, the resort has been around for a few decades, actually. I think either Nancy, did you know someone who went years ago?
I don't. I mean,
so once I go to retreat, people have been coming up to me being like, I went there 10 years ago. I went there 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But the owners have really done an amazing, amazing job. the staff were incredibly welcoming and really helpful. All the staff at guest services speak really good English, which makes help navigating travel and, needs at the resort really easy. Not only did they speak good English, they were very approachable too and willing to make things right. And so that felt awesome. And we were really well taken care of and cared for. The food is incredible. I've worked at a world-renowned retreat center. So I have experience with like amazing organic food and spa treatments and guest services and blah, blah, blah. It was that good. It was awesome. So fresh, organic, whole food, local meals. They can accommodate vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and very plentiful, lots of access to food. They also have, what I want to say is that food is all inclusive in this trip. So I took feedback from the last retreat that we hosted, and that was, a little source of difficulty for past participants, having to navigate where their meals were going to come from and things like that. So this time around, all meals are included here except one on Sunday night. They encourage you to go out for dinner somewhere in town, and they're absolutely delicious. And then they do have a menu that you can order off of at any time for drinks or smoothies or snacks or coffees or anything like that. So you won't go hungry, that's for sure. And what else do I want to highlight? The spa treatments I took part of every day. And that's rare for me. I'm pushing my own edge on that this coming year, with really, I've been sharing this with a lot of folks, and I was sharing this with you, Nancy, last week, really pushing my edge around this concept of pleasure and how we deny ourselves just little things. I think I was sharing with Nancy, I've just been playing the last couple months with buying myself a $5 to $10 bouquet of flowers every week at the grocery store. Instead of wishing that, somebody would buy them for me or waiting for a special occasion. And just the $5 or $10 flowers have been bringing me so much joy on a weekly basis. So, I'll talk more about my little social experiment with myself later, but I really pushed my edge here at the resort too. And, I'm sure many of you can relate, like how often do you do spa treatments every day? I mean, even to do spa treatments, but I will tell you, I've had a lot of spa treatments in my life, having worked at retreat centers and things like that. And just being in the field of healthcare, I'm very curious about, different healing modalities that people offer. And they were some of the best I've ever had in my life. And a lot of the practitioners are generationally, like, this is what they do for a profession. So several of the treatment providers, they're 5th generation Mayan healers. So, the art or the craft is old, and it felt, this isn't someone just popping out of massage school, I guess is what I want to say. I've experienced that in a lot of retreaty, type places before. The one woman who I did a treatment with has been with the resort for 12 years. And she did a Mayan abdominal treatment on me called Arvigo, which I have gotten in the United States, but she probably taught the people who I've gotten the treatments from in the United States. And that was pretty amazing. And then she did a spiritual healing with me, which was pretty far out. I'll have to, share more in person, but she did a ceremony with eggs, actually, that were in their shell. And it was a very spiritual, spa experience, if you will. And she was also the woman who leads the Mayan sweat lodges. And as a group, if you are so inclined, we will have that included in our retreat experience too. So everyone in part of the retreat, the lodge can fit up to 20 people. So that's the max size of our group that Nancy and I will be bringing to Tulum. And, she will expose us to this Mayan, healing ritual. And, if that's your cup of tea, we would love to have you consider joining. But this time around, we kind of added in these fun experiences for people and just kind of included that in the package for us to do as a group. If something doesn't feel right, of course, let us know. And if that's, not part of your intention or your purpose, you can correct course. But, it was really important to me to find people who are going to be holding these spaces of healing, that they were really seasoned and true to their core about what they were offering. This resort, pays their employees well and was really intentional about who they work with. And it says a lot, when a company retains employees for that long, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere in the world. So, that was amazing. So you won't be disappointed in the spa treatments by any means. Those are not included, by the way, but the Mayan Sweat Lodge will be. And then what else do I want to talk about? We will be including a salsa dance class. So they have a lot of different program rooms. We won't know what one will be in until it gets closer to the date, but none of them are bad. Let me tell you, they all, 2 of the 3 have an ocean view, and the third one is beautiful and in the mix of a garden. All rooms, whether they have an ocean view or garden view, I didn't go into every room. They have 2 sites that are very close by. So one is Amansala, and one is Amansala Chica. And the Amansala Chica is a newer addition to the resort. And the Amansala, I think it's Grande, was kind of the original resort. But so the Chica has like a newer vibe, but it's all kind of, what did I describe it? It's rustic, kind of bohemian, chic-y, I don't know, vibe. Some of the rooms have thatched roofs. They are working towards putting air conditioning in all of the rooms. When we go in February, typically they don't need air conditioning. Mm-hmm. Should we need it, they will turn it on in the evenings. And that's kind of what happened when we were there, but we were there in, May. But in February, the days are warm and the nights are pretty cool. So I think you'll get a nice ocean breeze. What else did I want to talk about? So they also offer some really great tours. We have them listed on our website. The front desk staff, you can purchase them ahead of time and we can help coordinate that for you, or the front desk staff can organize that once you get on site. So there's this wonderful man, Daniel, and he leads all the trips. They offer 3 trips. One is to Grand Cenote. The other is to a private cenote that the resort owns, which was pretty cool to just have your own cenote and access to it. So they do a bike tour to that cenote, and then they also do a bike tour to the ruins in Tulum, the Mayan ruins in Tulum, and then I think they do a bus tour to Grand Cenote. But Grand Cenote was really, that was really incredible. My kids had a great time. The water is super clear. I'll actually send out I took a private video, and I'm going to send that out to you all in the upcoming weeks. And the caverns underneath the water are pretty amazing. There's hundreds of cenotes around the Yucatan Peninsula, and some of them are open to the public, some of them are private, but the Mayans used to use these cenotes as ritual sites, spiritual ritual sites at certain points. And that's actually where they harvest the clay for a clay treatment, which is one of the spa treatments that they offer. So,
wow.
I have a lot to say, don't I?
You had a great experience.
I'm super excited. Hope you all will join. Actually, what we're offering, speaking of the Mayan clay treatment, so for May is Mental Health Awareness Month, as some of you know, and we also had Mother's Day yesterday. So for any of you who are mothers, who have a mother, who mother yourself or nurture anything, you're up for this deal. So if you book a retreat in the month of May, it is going to be our gift to you as program leaders for you to receive Mayan clay spa treatment. So I did it with my husband, Patrick. It was pretty funny. But essentially what it is, they harvest this special clay, which is from the areas of the cenote. And this clay is enriched with, minerals and vitamins and stuff like that from the earth. And you rub it all over your body, head to toe, in your hair. It's supposed to be like really nourishing for your skin and your hair. You also rub it on your body where there's detox points. So it's supposed to be both nourishing and detoxifying for the body. So you rub it on your belly to help detoxify your gut and in your groin area and your armpits and things like that. And they put you in the hubby, you put olive oil. In the clay, you put honey, olive oil, and flowers. Actually, it's beautiful.
Flowers.
And you rub that all over yourself, and they do kind of a meditation with you on the beach. Similar to Nancy, but a little bit about intention setting and, what you want to let go of and things like that. And then you rinse off in the salt water. So it's a really beautiful little ceremony. And so we're offering that to anyone who books in the month of May as a special. So we hope you'll take advantage of that and hop on that train. Let's see. Oh, I just wanted to point out a few things. I'm going to see if I can share the screen here. Nancy, you can let me know since you're watching.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop on our company Facebook page. Can you see that?
I can, yeah.
So this is a couple pictures here of people. I don't know if you can see them, but they're pretty yellow looking.
Yeah, they're a little yellow looking.
Let's see if I can. Oh,
there you are back.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to pop on there again. I tried to make the screen bigger, but that didn't work. So yeah, they're covered in that clay. That's what's in their hair. And
I see.
They have this ongoing weekly retreat there that the resort offers called Bikini Boot Camp. And so people are there to do these fitness retreats. If anybody's interested, I did ask, you can pop into some of their classes for a small fee. And they're kind of like high intensity, workout classes. But if that's your jam, you're welcome to join in. So this was one of their, let's see. I want to go in the opposite direction here. This was one of their,
Oop.
I know, I'm here. There we go. Their treatments here. Well, this is some of the NCCR Facebook page. Let's see. Are we not sharing, right?
No, I just see you.
Okay, great. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop onto our Facebook page and just kind of show you. Do you think we need to show the video, Nancy? Let's see.
They can either go on and join our Facebook page.
Yeah, let me tell you how to do that. So if you head on our company Facebook page, it's at NC Center for Resiliency, the @ at NC Center for Resiliency. You can see a video of me walking through the resort. I think we'll just kind of save the time and not show that today, but would love for you to hop on and make a comment or, just see kind of what the space is like there. And, definitely let us know if you have any questions. We're here to answer any questions you might have. We had two people kind of write in with questions. One was wondering how the sharing of rooms go. So if you buy a double occupancy room, kind of how does that work? So double occupancy rooms are a smaller fee, so it's a great way to attend the trip without, spending as much as a single occupancy room. And so how that kind of works is you sign up for a double occupancy room, and as the time gets closer, and hopefully you'll be calling into some of our calls or joining our closed Facebook group, and you'll meet people who you might want to room with kind of as we go along. And if you don't, Nancy and I will do our best to, get to know you. A lot of you who hopefully will sign up, we will somewhat know anyways. And so we'll get to know you and we'll pair you up with someone who we think might be a good fit. What comes up in a double occupancy room is both people have needs. So, we highly encourage you, like life, to get together ahead of time, talk about what your, housing or rooming needs might be, get on the same page with that. And, we found that works pretty well. So that's kind of how that works. And you can leave a deposit or pay in full. If you pay in full by August 1st, this is with any room type, you'll receive the early bird discount, which is $200 off for either the single occupancy or double. So let me know if there's any more specific questions about that. And then the other was about calling in. Somebody said that they didn't want to call in because they were shy, which I totally get. I mean, I'm so shy. It looks it, doesn't it? You do.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, the whole social media thing is not my thing either. I became really comfortable with it last year hosting a retreat. And so just so you know, you can call in. You don't need to be on video. So you can call in and get your questions answered. Don't be shy about it. Life's too short. You just got to kind of push through that fear and join the call or ask your question or whatever. We're really excited to get to know you. We're all kind of in that same boat. Being vulnerable, putting ourselves out there, putting our intentions out there. And the intention of the retreat is to connect. So really encourage you to do that with yourself, with each other, with your larger communities, similar to the meditation Nancy was doing today. Mm-hmm. So those are the only 2 questions I had. I think that's about it. Nancy, do you have anything to add or any last thoughts?
No, I would just encourage everybody to go on our website and look at the photos. And I think, kind of seeing this space, you may have some more questions as well. So, feel free to email us privately if you need to, and we'll help you kind of find that connection. So, mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for listening to the call tonight, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. So again, the Build Your Soul Vessel Retreat is next February, starting Valentine's Day, actually, Center of Connection, the 14th through the 19th. And yeah, what a better time to connect with yourself on February 14th, 2019.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Have a great night. Thanks for
a great night.
Bye, Nancy. Thank you.
Thank you.